Hey everyone, James here, and this is Music Biz News. It's back to school season once again, which means retailers everywhere are trying to get your attention. Amazon announced this week that anyone with an Amazon Prime student membership account can sign up for Amazon Music's Unlimited tier for just 99 cents per month. Yes, for less than the price of a cup of coffee, students with Prime accounts can now have Amazon's streaming music service free of advertising. That's a huge deal because Spotify has a student plan. It costs $5 a month and includes Hulu and Showtime, but Hulu and Showtime still have advertisements. The new Prime offer, which costs $7.50 when bundled with Amazon Prime student membership, will offer 2-day free shipping on anything students order, as well as ad-free music streaming. That's a hard deal to beat, but it will be curious to see if Apple or one of the other streaming competitors offers a similar deal in the weeks and months to come. Up next this week, Apple Music is following in the footsteps of Spotify by releasing Apple Music for Artists, a data insight tool available to all musicians on Apple Music starting today, August 9th. Now, Apple Music for Artists is a huge deal. Not only will musicians be able to finally track how their streams are performing day to day on the platform, as well as their sales on iTunes, but they'll be giving a ton of insight into how people are consuming their music and where they're coming from. Artists will be able to drill down into specific data for cities across 100 countries. They'll be able to know where their fans are and where their audience is growing the fastest and what songs are most popular in certain areas. That can help tailor set lists as well as tour dates. They will also be able to view whether their plays are coming from playlists or from organic searches of their music, and if they are on playlists, at what position in the playlist their songs rank. Perhaps the biggest piece of information revealed with Apple Music for Artists is Shazam. Apple purchased Shazam earlier this year, and they're putting that data front and center in Apple Music for Artists. When musicians log in, they'll be able to see if their songs have been Shazammed, where they were Shazammed, and what songs are coming up on Shazam most often. That's probably the most someone has said Shazam in a series of sentences in a while, but it's worthwhile because this is a huge deal. Apple has been very, very secretive when it comes to sharing data with musicians in the past, and now the doors are flying open with more data than anyone expected. So get in there and make the most of this opportunity. Now for something that's going to blow your mind. A report came out this week that showed the big three labels, that being Sony, Universal, and Warner Brothers, made a combined $2.08 billion in streaming revenue between April and June 2019. That works out to roughly $23.1 million per day per company, or nearly $1 million per hour. To blow your mind just a little bit more, that's roughly $16,000 per second per company generated strictly from streaming revenue. That is a figure that was never even thought possible when services like Spotify launched, but here we are, and it's a good time to be in the music business. However, there is a little bit of concern. The year-over-year growth from 2018 to 2019 is down roughly 20%. Now, that's usually a sign that the market is becoming saturated. We're not going to see the huge growth on all the streaming services that we did in the years prior because everyone knows about streaming and most people already have a streaming music account. In order to keep this growth going, companies are going to really have to think on their feet. And if I had to guess, it's likely we will see the big three, as well as indie labels, start pushing Spotify, YouTube, and other services to give them more money in royalties in order to continue their growth. Whether or not that comes to pass, we'll just have to wait and see. Finally, this week, we need to talk about TikTok. After making Lil Nas X a star who is now responsible for the longest-running chart-topping single in Billboard history, the company found its second star-making moment with Benny Blanco and The Get Up back in May. That song went gold in July, which means it's the perfect time for another TikTok star to emerge. This week, Bay Area rapper Stunna went viral on TikTok for her song Runway. I'm going to show you one of the TikToks in question right now so you know what I'm talking about. Check it out.
Bitch, I look like I'm fresh off the runway. Bitch, I go crazy the dumb way. Bitches wanna be me one day.
What you just saw was typical of a runway TikTok. People rap along to the first 5 or 10 seconds of the song while making the face along the way. It's fun, it's silly, and it's creating a ton of original content. There are over 1.7 million TikToks using the song Runway, and over 1 million of them were created just this month. That popularity has had a ripple effect that's just starting to spread across the music industry. This week, Runway hit the top 5 on Spotify's Global 50 song chart, and the track also generated more than 1.2 million plays on the streaming platform. That's 10 times more streams than any other song in Stunna Girl's catalog. The track also has over 500,000 plays on SoundCloud and millions of plays across several uploads on YouTube, none of which come from Stunna Girl's official account. In fact, Stunna Girl is not on Twitter, she does not have her own YouTube account, she has not made a video for the song Runway, and she's gotten virtually no press for the song. The track was released in February and nobody even seemed to take notice of it until the song started to take off on TikTok, all thanks to her decision to share the song on the platform. Where she goes from here remains to be seen, but considering what happened with Blanco Brown and Lil Nas X, it will not be surprising if we see Stunna Girl topping the Billboard charts or at least making an appearance on them in the weeks ahead. And with that in mind, there's only one thing left for me to do.
Bitch, I look like I'm fresh off the runway. Bitch, I go crazy the dumb way. Bitches wanna be me one day.
Now that's all the time that I have this week, but please, click the subscribe button down below. We're creating a ton of content here at Music Biz, and I want you to be a part of the journey. We have educational videos, podcasts, and of course, news stories like the ones you just saw today. So please, click that button. I also want to encourage you to check out our sponsor. This show is made possible by Holics, the industry standard for music promotion. You can get a free account and learn why artists like Chance the Rapper, Tool, Blink-182, and thousands more trust Holics by visiting holics.com. It's right here at the bottom of the screen. And finally, if you have comments on this video or if you want to yell at me, go ahead and leave them below. We read everything and we'll do our best to respond. And if all of that is taken care of, if you've done it or if you haven't, I just want to encourage you to take care of yourself because you deserve it.